Good afternoon, it's Wednesday, August 27, 2025. Mental health is real, seek help and the stigma. On the news this afternoon, Rivers Chief Judge constitutes election petitions tribunal. Police vow tough time for cultists, troublemakers during Saturday's local government elections. Police arrest calls over flogging of officer in Rivers State. NRC MD takes responsibility for Abuja-Kaduna train derailment. On the foreign scene, Gaza's health ministry records 10 deaths due to famine, malnutrition. I'm Ifechukwu Muonyili with the news. Now, the Chief Judge of Rivers State, Justice Simeon Chibuzo-Amadi, has set up and sworn in the chairman and members of the local government election tribunal ahead of the August 30th council elections in the state. Speaking after swearing them in, Justice Simeon Chibuzo-Amadi urged them to be brave and firm in carrying out their duties.
The task for which you've been selected is of cardinal importance to the sustenance of our democracy. It is even more so in the light of the current political atmosphere in Rivers State. It is therefore very crucial that you discharge your duties fearlessly, firmly, and dispassionately in the overall interest of the state and the peace of the state.
The Chief Judge also reminded them that with the recent amendment, the tribunal now has only 30 days to finish hearing any case after the election.
I urge you to be mindful of the number of days limited for conclusion and determination of the petitions. Before this time, the tribunal has 3 months within which to conclude any petition. But by the recent amendments, you have 30 days. So it is left for you. Many lawyers will come there and start objection here and there, trying to delay. So you have to be firm. And therefore, some of the objections they will raise, stay there and do what we call bench ruling and throw it away.
On the criticism by the non-governmental organization Pelex Center for Civic Education Initiative, which claimed that setting up the tribunal amounts to endorsing illegality, the Chief Judge explained that a section of the Rivers State Local Government Election Tribunal's law of 2000 as amended gives him the power to set up the tribunal, especially since no court has stopped the election.
I heard someone in the radio blasting the Chief Judge for setting up election tribunal. What I've done is the statutory duty of the Chief Judge. That's what the law provides, that when there's local government election, the Chief Judge has to set up a tribunal. I didn't do it under pressure from any side. That's what the law has been. The law was not made today. That's the law that they've been using. I have served once as chairman of local government election tribunal, and it's that law when I wasn't the Chief Judge.
Correspondent Mekotoka reports that the chairman and members of the local government election tribunals will cover the 3 senatorial districts in the state. But while the Chief Judge was setting up the tribunal to handle post-election matters, the police were busy rolling out measures to ensure the election itself goes smoothly. The Rivers State Commissioner of Police, CP Olubenga Adeboju, yesterday announced a restriction of movement on Saturday, August 30th from 12 a.m. to 6 p.m. CP Adeboju made this known during a press briefing. He explained that only those on election duty or essential services will be allowed to move, and they will be given special passes. Security and monitoring officials will also carry tags for easy identification.
We have robust security on ground. All the security agencies are going to participate, and police as the lead agency, we are ready to lead. All the materials are going to be ensured that they are escorted. Peoples will be protected. All areas will be fortified. I want to assure people that are going to cast their vote that they are going to have a robust security and they should have no fear.
The CP assured that enough security personnel have been deployed to protect lives and property before, during, and after the election.
We've been holding meetings with stakeholders. We've only gone to local governments and every other places to sensitize our people. And we've also directed the local government administrators to equally talk to people and hold stakeholders meeting, in which all has been done and the response has been very positive. I want us to be rest assured that we made all possible, including manpower, security, to ensure that this election is free, fair, and very peaceful.
He further warned that only the police, military, and other recognized security agencies are allowed to provide security for the election. Vigilante groups are not permitted.
So I want to implore you that those that may want to foment trouble to desist from that, because we are not going to take it kindly. We've also done all the needful to ensure all cult activities and people that may want to disrupt the peaceful election have been checkmated. We've been having series of raid in all black spots and vulnerable points, and I think we have it good now. We've also called stakeholders meeting in which all parties have signed peace accord and have given their word that they're going to maintain peace during the election.
And while Rivers prepares for its council elections, the PDP is still licking its wounds from the 2023 presidential polls. A PDP chieftain, Abba Moro, says the party regrets fielding Atiku Abubakar as its presidential candidate in the 2023 elections. Moro, a senator representing Benue South in the National Assembly, stated this on Channels Television. He said, "To lose a very monumental election in that disastrous manner is certainly in for regret." The PDP lost the presidential election to the APC, coming second in the exercise won by Bola Tinubu, the then flag bearer of the ruling APC. And now back to Rivers State. Police operatives from the Rivers State Command have invaded Muonyili community in Obiakwa local government area and arrested scores of youth, women and men. The development follows reports of youth in Muonyili who were on no drug abuse campaign flogging a policeman and two others who were allegedly caught using illicit drugs. The policemen stormed the community Tuesday around 4 p.m. with about 8 vans. They were led by the same policeman allegedly caught by the youth taking illicit drugs. But the police in the state said Nyang reported a case of assault and stealing by youths of Mbolu. Recall that the youth led by their chairman, Okwanda Chamberlain, had vowed to stamp out drug abuse in their community, noting that the menace was triggering criminality. Chamberlain said the campaign was not targeted at anyone, but that it was aimed at saving youth from drug use. He noted that the Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, was aware of the effort, and then that all the drug sellers arrested have been handed over to the drug agency. The police is yet to speak on the arrest of the youth. Still to come, NRCMD takes responsibility for Abuja-Kaduna train derailment. Stay with us.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, says it has given the federal government enough time to meet the demands of its members. Speaking on Channels Television, the president of ASU, Christopher Piwona, said lecturers of public universities had made sacrifices and deserved their entitlement. He said the union had engaged the administration of President Bola Tinubu but decried the response of the government, which he said was extremely slow. Members of the union on Tuesday embarked on a nationwide protest to highlight what they described as the federal government's persistent neglect of its long-standing demands. had on August 21, 2025, warned of a possible nationwide strike, accusing the government of failing to honor long-standing agreements on the revitalization and proper funding of Nigeria's public universities. The unresolved issues, according to ASUU, include the renegotiation of the 2009 ASUU FGN agreement, outstanding salary arrears, withheld promotions, and the welfare of retired lecturers. Similarly, the Academic Staff Union of Universities ASUU, Rivers State University RSU branch, held a walk against what it described as the continued insensitivity of the federal government to the plight of lecturers and its decay in public universities. Addressing newsmen at the RSU main campus in Port Harcourt, the ASUU branch chairperson Emmanuel Davis said the poor treatment of ASUU members is causing massive brain drainage amongst union members, adding that the situation threatens the future of students.
Despite several negotiations, appeals, and patriotic services by our union, the federal government has continued to renege on its promises and agreements. This deliberate neglect has left our public universities in a state of underfunding, infrastructural decay, poor conditions of service, and massive brain drain, thereby threatening the future of Nigerian youths and the country at large.
Dr. Davis, while reiterating the commitment of ASUU to a quality education, urged the federal government to prioritize reviewing the salaries of ASUU members instead of the salaries of political office holders.
The neglect of education is a direct threat to national security, economic progress, and societal stability. We call on the federal government to act responsibly and without further delay by signing and implementing the renegotiated salary structure, releasing the revitalization fund, signing the renegotiated 2009 FGN ASUU agreement, reviewing academic staff salaries upward in line with present realities.
Correspondent Nnamdi Samwala reports that the union members carried placards with inscriptions such as Government Honor Agreement with ASUU, FGN ASUU 2009 agreement is outdated. Government revive education, lecturers are now beggars, ASUU does not need loan, amongst others. In another development, the managing director of the Nigeria Railway Corporation, Kayode Obefa, says he has taken full responsibility for the derailment of the Abuja-Kaduna train along the Kaduna corridor on Tuesday. Obefa, in an interview today, said the ongoing investigation into the incident will not be swept under the carpet. The MD said the injuries of 4 of the Abuja-Kaduna train passengers were serious. He, however, said that though the incident should not have happened, the NRC will ensure that there was no recurrence. The NRC chief executive said the NSIB will have to declare the site open for reconstruction before the corporation will do a safety audit to determine when services on the route will be reopened. The incident occurred on Tuesday along the Kaduna corridor, shortly after the train left Abuja at about 11 a.m. en route to Kaduna. A passenger on board the train described the scene as chaotic, with people scrambling to safety. To health matters now. 2 North Koreans who were arrested in Kumkum, Oyibo local government area of Rivers State for engaging in illegal medical practices have been prosecuted in court and sent back to their country. The chairman of the Nigeria Medical Association NMA in Rivers State, Dr. Diamond Tamunokuro, confirmed this while giving an update on the work of the Rivers State Interprofessional Anti-Quackery Committee. Dr. Tamunokuro told correspondent Martha Okiri that the NMA and the State Ministry of Health will continue to crack down on fake doctors and illegal hospitals to stop quack doctors from endangering lives.
This is a fresh effort by the Rivers State Ministry of Health in collaboration with the Nigeria Medical Association, Rivers State, and all other health professional bodies in the state to sanitize the system. In addition to going to these facilities and arresting culprits, there's a lot that is going on. A few other culprits have been charged to